A car accident has just happened. Thick smoke is rising from all around the vehicle, and inside, the driver is sitting unconscious. On one side of the car, a small fire has started, slowly spreading and moving closer. At that moment, a woman and her little daughter walk out of the forest and notice the accident. The woman quickly understands the danger. She looks at her daughter and says, "My child, stay here. I'll be right back." She runs toward the car without wasting a second. She opens the door and tries to wake the driver, pulling him gently. After a few moments, the driver slowly regains consciousness. He opens his eyes and says weakly, I'm okay." Then he looks at her and asks, "Who is that little girl?" The woman glances toward her daughter, then looks down and notices the fire getting closer. Realizing there is no time left, she quickly grabs the driver's hand and pulls him out of the car. With great effort, she manages to bring him outside. Just as they move a few steps away, suddenly the car explodes with a loud blast, and both of them fall to the ground. The little girl screams loudly, "Mom!" The woman quickly stands up and rushes toward the driver, asking, "Are you okay?" The driver replies slowly, "Yes, I'm okay." She helps him stand up carefully. The little girl runs to her mother and asks with worry, "Mom, are you okay?" The woman hugs her tightly and says softly, "Yes, my child, I'm fine." The driver, deeply emotional, looks at her and says, "Why did you save my life? You should have left me there." The woman calmly replies, "It was my duty." The driver says, "If you had been even a little late, I would have died." He takes out some money and tries to give it to her, but she steps back and refuses. "I don't need money." Then the driver takes out a card from his pocket and gives it to her. "If you ever need any help, anywhere, call me. This is my card." The woman smiles slightly and says, "All right, if I ever need help, I will call you." The next day, the woman arrives at a big building with her daughter. She looks at the map in her hand and says, "My child, we have reached." As they try to go inside, a guard stops them and says, "You can't go inside." The woman replies, "My husband lives here." She tells him the name, but the guard shakes his head and says, "No one with that name lives here." The woman becomes worried and starts arguing, but the guard still refuses to let her in. Suddenly, she sees her husband walking toward the building with another woman. Tears instantly fill her eyes. She quickly takes her daughter aside and hides behind a corner. Then she calls her husband. He picks up the phone and says, "Hello." The woman asks in a trembling voice, "Where are you?" He lies and says, "I'm at work." She softly says, "Then turn around." As he turns back, he is shocked to see her standing there. The woman looks at him with tears in her eyes and says, "I never expected this from you." Her daughter is listening to everything, confused and heartbroken. The woman, crying, tells him how she worked hard every day, going into the forest, collecting fruits, selling them, and giving all the money to him. In the end, she says with pain in her voice, "I trusted you, and you betrayed me."